Welcome to Healthy Joy's YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about stopping emotional eating. Before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to Healthy Joy's channel for future updates. When you're feeling down or upset, do you find yourself rushing to the pantry? Finding solace in food is a typical occurrence, and it's referred to as emotional eating. Emotionally eating people grab for food multiple times a week or more to suppress and ease unwanted emotions. Source you can trust. They may even feel guilty or ashamed after eating this manner, which can contribute to a cycle of overeating and weight gain. What makes someone eat in response to their emotions? Workplace stress, money difficulties, health issues, and relationship problems could all be the main cause of your emotional eating. It's a problem that both men and women face. Emotional eating, however, is more common in women than in males, according to various research. Medical disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult with a physician for any questions that you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you watch in our videos. We strive for 100% accuracy, but errors and omissions may occur. Medications, protocols, and treatment methods may change over time. What makes you want to eat? A sense of emptiness or emotional void might result from negative feelings. Food is thought to be a technique to temporarily replace that emptiness by providing a false sense of fullness. Other considerations include avoiding social support amid difficult circumstances of emotional desperation, not taking part in things that would otherwise be harmful, relieves stress, grief, and other negative emotions, not being able to distinguish between physical and mental pain, hunger, using self-defeating self-talk linked to binging episodes. This can lead to an emotional eating cycle. Cortisol levels fluctuate in reaction to stress, resulting in cravings. Both men and women are affected by emotional eating. Stress, hormone changes, or mixed hunger cues are some of the things that can trigger it. True hunger versus emotional hunger. Humans must eat in order to survive. So you might be wondering how to tell the difference between emotional and actual hunger signs. According to the Mayo Clinic, there are a few differences that can help you figure out what you're going through. It takes a long time to develop. It occurs unexpectedly or abruptly. You want to eat a variety of foods. Only a few foods pique your interest. You recognize the feeling of being full and use it as a cue to stop eating. You could eat a lot of food and not feel satisfied. You don't have any aversion to eating. You have feelings of guilt or shame over what you eat. Physical and emotional hunger are sometimes confounded, but there are important distinctions to be made. Keep track of how and when you get hungry, as well as how you feel after you eat. Stopping emotional eating. Emotional hunger is difficult to satisfy with food. While filling up may feel good in the moment, eating to cope with bad emotions generally makes people feel even worse. This loop usually doesn't cease until a person confronts their emotional demands. Look for alternate ways to deal with stress. The first step toward overcoming emotional eating is frequently to find a new strategy to deal with negative emotions. This might be as simple as writing in a notebook, reading a book, or simply taking a few minutes to rest and unwind after a long day. It takes time to change your thinking from reaching for food to seeking other sources of stress release, so try out a few different hobbies to see what works best for you. Make your body move. Regular exercise provides alleviation for some people. In especially emotional moments, a brisk stroll or jog around the block, or a quick yoga exercise may be beneficial. Participants in one study were required to practice yoga for 8 weeks. They were then graded on their awareness and insightful understanding, in other words, how well they understood themselves and the settings in which they found themselves. Regular yoga, according to the findings, may be a good prophylactic approach in helping to dissolve emotional states like anxiety and despair. Consider meditating. Others find peace by looking inside and engaging in disciplines such as meditation. A number of research have shown that mindfulness meditation can help with binge eating disorder and emotional eating. Deep breathing is a form of meditation that may be done practically any place. Sit quietly and concentrate on your breath, which will slowly flow in and out of your nostrils. You may get free guided meditations on sites like YouTube. For example, Jason Stevenson's guided meditation for anxiety and stress has over 4 million views and takes more than 30 minutes to go through a sequence of imagery and breathing exercises. Make a food journal. Keeping track of what you eat and when you eat it might help you identify emotional eating triggers. You can scribble notes in a notebook or use technology like MyFitnessPal to track your progress. While it may be difficult, try to document everything you consume, no matter how big or small, as well as the emotions you're experiencing at the time. Your food diary might also be a great tool to discuss with your doctor if you decide to seek medical care for your eating habits. Maintain a balanced diet. It's also important to make sure you're getting adequate nutrition to fuel your body. It might be tough to tell the difference between genuine hunger and emotional hunger. It may be easier to recognize when you're eating out of boredom, sadness, or stress if you eat well throughout the day. Are you still having issues? Healthy snacks, such as fresh fruit or vegetables, simple popcorn, and other low-fat, low-calorie items, are a good choice. Remove the most typical culprits from your pantry. Consider throwing out or donating foods that you frequently seek for in times of stress. Chips, chocolate, and ice cream are examples of high-fat, sweet, or calorie-dense foods. When you're irritated, you should also avoid going to the grocery shop. When you're feeling down, keeping the foods you crave out of reach can help you stop the cycle by giving you time to think before you eat. Keep an eye on the volume. Refrain from grabbing an entire bag of chips or other snack items. To aid with portion control, measuring quantities and using small plates are 2 mindful eating habits to concentrate on. Allow yourself some time after you've finished one helping before returning for a second. In the meanwhile, you might want to try another stress-relieving approach, such as deep breathing. Seek assistance. When you're depressed or anxious, don't isolate yourself. Even a short phone contact to a friend or family member might lift your spirits. Formal support groups can also be beneficial. Overeaters Anonymous is a support group for people who struggle with emotional eating, compulsive eating, and other eating disorders. Your doctor may send you to a counselor or coach who may assist you in identifying the emotions that are driving your appetite. Use social media sites like Meetup to find other groups in your region. Distracts must be avoided. You might find yourself eating while watching TV, using the computer, or doing something else. The next time you find yourself in this loop, try turning off the TV or putting down your phone. You might realize that you're eating emotionally if you concentrate on your meal, the bits you take, and your level of hunger. Some people even find it beneficial to chew for 10 to 30 seconds before swallowing a mouthful of food. These activities allow your mind to catch up to your stomach. Practice positive self-talk. Emotional eating is linked to feelings of shame and guilt. It's critical to work on the self-talk you have following an incident, as it can lead to a vicious cycle of emotional eating. Rather than taking it personally, try to learn from your setback. Make the most of it by making plans for the future. When you achieve progress, reward yourself with self-care activities like having a bath or going for a leisurely walk. Food may temporarily alleviate emotions, but in the long run, it's more vital to address the sensations that lead to hunger. Find other strategies to cope with stress, such as exercise and peer support, and attempt to adopt mindful eating habits. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.